Welcome back to the Caster's Corner. I'm happy to make my second total appearance on this channel. I am doing a profile today of a deck that I got pretty far with. I was able to get first in Swiss and then got knocked out in Sems by Jess. But unfortunately, I don't have a ton of insight about the deck because it was literally handed to me by Trish like 6 hours before the event started.
Yeah, something like that. I vaguely remember you coming into VC the night before and it's like, I'm trying to play Titanostrike. I was like, no, we can't do that. I tried. I tried and I cried. So here's a deck. Put Titanostrike in the side deck and ball out.
We the whole thing started because I wanted to play Titanostrike Thunder Nexus. And Trish was like, oh, I'll take a look at it and I'll make some changes. And JJ was in call and was like, he's just going to take out the Titanostrikes. And that's exactly what happened. But did kind of change the deck in a way that I think is pretty interesting. And I was super happy with. I don't know if you want to kind of lead with this like sort of theoretical underpinning for this deck.
Yeah, I'll do the Josh thing. Race to the top, bad card.
Yeah.
Just bad card, don't play it.
This is just how like talking to Josh and Trish is they'll say the stupidest thing you've ever heard and then back it up and then like produce a result that validates it.
It works every time.
All right.
Every time. Intelligence is a bell curve, okay?
Yeah, fair.
I'm just on one end of the bell curve. And I'm not sure which it is.
It's like race to the top sucks. Race to the top sucks.
It does. It does.
So it's Thunder.
You didn't play it.
But we're not playing Race to the Top. And like
correct.
The concept is
no Olympus either.
The Race to the Top is like a good card insofar as its removal, but it sucks unless you have Mount Olympus. And Mount Olympus is terrible, and like you just have to draw them both, and you're playing like Jolton and all these guys that enable cards that you don't want to see, except in 2-card combos. And there's actually other better hard removal spells if you want to be playing 2-card combos. For this Thunder Nexus deck, unsurprisingly, it's just playing the normal stuff. We're on Astrabbits, we're on Elestrals. And then we immediately have a problem. Because we're not playing Joltons, we're like super guy light. So we're playing like 2 Toxion, 2...
These were a mistake.
2
These were a mistake.
Quackle. The Toxions, I will say, felt really good. The Quackles did not feel very good.
You know what's crazy? We built this deck in like 7 minutes. And I think if I had spent like an extra 2 on it, you were winning this tournament because I already know that all 4 of those cards should not have been in your deck.
They did not feel good at all. Sorry, the Quackles didn't feel good at all. Toxion, frequently, it was like we were just in a situation where like the board had been simplified. And I will admit, like this card specifically gave me an edge against like the one heal player that I kept running into. I was like, okay, well that's something at least. And then Eddie's...
best card.
Then I played 2 Arcolith, largely because I got the 2 Stellars. This guy came out all the time.
You have the Stellars!
I do, yeah, look at this. These are laws.
What?
There was a sick moment in Swiss where I cast the Stellar, and then we were in a position where like the board had stalled out, and I won by ascending from the Stellar into the Stellar, and I was like, man, it doesn't get better than that.
Did you announce the numbers on them?
I didn't. I'm not one of those guys. What are they? They're 26 and 78. Stellar Arcolith, 26 of 99.
Oh, number 26, Arcolith.
This card sucks, by the way. It's like terrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
You get like a ton of really bad players with it, but like you never get anyone even remotely good with this card.
That's the problem with it, is that you can't play. Good players do not play into Arcolith, like ever, and it's just like, oh, it feels so bad.
And then we're so guy light, we are playing Viserys as like our other dude. This guy was actually crazy. He was nuts all day.
Yeah, you beat me up with that card twice.
He was so, any deck that gets to play Viserys and Altar, I'm just like, damn, this shit gotta get banned. None of this stuff is particularly exciting. The exciting stuff happens next. Obviously, our Elechic target is Zeus, and it is paired with 3 copies of main deck Cryoblast.
Yes! Yes! We got to explain it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to tag it.
Go for it.
All right. What does Cryoblast say?
It says, reduce an Elestral's defense by 2, and when it hits 0, you must destroy it.
That's right. Doesn't kill Galaxy. What does Zeus say?
Well, Zeus says, reduce an Elestral's attack and defense by 3.
Oh, that's crazy. So they got Galaxy. It's a 5-2. We Cryoblast it. It's a 3-2. Zeus it. It's a 0-2. We found a way to kill Galaxy with the deck, baby. Let's go.
Galaxy was still crazy against me all day, but this was so nuts. It's like, it is like you describing Race to the Top is like so apt because it's just like Race to the Top, but the 2 pieces are good. Like they're actually playable.
Exactly. It's like it is the same thing as playing Race to the Top, except like the cards individually are good. And also Zeus plus Cryoblast beats any 1-drop Elestral in the game. It beats quite a few 2-drop Elestrals. And then it also, on top of that, like, it doesn't require board state. Because with Race to the Top, sometimes you have it. It's like, oh, I can't race to the top their guy because my guy would lose.
I mean, it's like specifically Rabbit. Race is just terrible against. It's just like, there's so many opportunities where it's like, well, my guy doesn't have 6, so what do you want? This always beats Rabbit. Although it's a little
you just clear through all the walls and you just beat them down.
It was awesome. I really can't talk this up enough. I really think, like, if you are playing a stupid deck with Zeus in it, you should consider this. It was so good.
I mean, I was trying to chalk Josh into putting Zeus in our Thunder deck, like, in the Mudlet slot for him to just to have that package.
Yeah, no, like, I was thinking, like, I played so much Earth Nexus this tournament, and, like, every time my opponent would go, like, Chick Search to meter, I'm like, damn, you could be cryoblasting me. Here you are. Pumping a dude that's gonna get shielded. Sick. I loved it.
I mean, that was the idea of the deck. It's just like Cryoblast Zeus just beats every Elestral in the game, and they're just never gonna have dudes. You just blow through everything.
The rest of the deck's really boring. It's Ambrose, it's PTAs, it's Gazes.
Ooh, full arts?
We don't have the full art Gazes yet. We got Shield, we got Alter, we got Tsunami, we got Race, we got Earthquake.
That's not Race. That's Royal. No Race.
Race
no
to
race.
the laurels. Yeah. I don't know.
It's just standard counter runes.
Someday they'll
the
print a
2-2-2
reason not
lineup
to do
on
that.
the 2-2-2 lineup was just for diversity, so that you had access to everything. And now the side deck is all you. I did not have any involvement in the side deck, so you got to walk me through this.
Oh, there's like nothing to walk you through. So the side deck starts with Tsunami Shield because it's the third of those, and then the court-ordered 2 Boombat that every deck, even remotely splashing Thunder, plays to beat the Wasp Ivy guy that you run into in Swiss. After that, I played 3 Thunderstorm. And
awesome. Great card. I played 3 too.
We're playing 3
I love it.
Titanostrike.
Yes! Yes! Please tell me that you resolved it once today.
I did
Please.
not ever resolve to it.
No!
I don't even think I even boarded into this card. So the problem was, every matchup, like, I would be like, oh, I think Thunderstorm actually has, like, a lot of utility here. Like, this is probably worth a slot. And then I'm like, if I'm playing Thunderstorm, I should be playing Titanostrike. And I was just, like, thumbing through the guys, being like, what, do I want to take out a fucking Quackle for a Titanostrike? Maybe. I don't know. It's just like...
Yes!
It's terrible. I wish it was better.
It's so bad.
But it's also made worse by the fact that, like, because we're not playing, like, Mount Olympus, like, it just gets run over by everything, too. Like, they go Vis into your Titanostrike. They go, it's really rough. I understand why you were trying to
I do
talk
think
me
it gets
off
better. I do think it gets better.
Yeah,
I think it gets better when we get Hurricane. When we get Hurricane, people just set one back row and they have, like, one dude, and you're like, I'm gonna 2-for-1 your whole board here.
Then
they just play anything normal, and, like, they just Viscerus and they beat over it, and it's like, oh, I'm a dummy.
I'll plug the channel membership here. The MBT Elestrals channel basically has, like, I think by the time this goes up, like a 4-minute video where I'm just, like, whining about the play patterns changing after Hurricane releases. Because, like, Hurricane is so good unless people adapt to it, in which case it's the worst card ever. But then people won't play around it. So, like, it's going to be a fun little cycle we all go through, I think.
Do you want another Trish prophecy?
Yeah, what do you think about Hurricane?
Yeah, I think it changes nothing and no one will play it. I've seen every reality. It's the Doctor Strange thing. I've built maybe 20 deck lists for Moonrise already, and one of them plays Hurricane, and guess which deck plays it?
I have no idea. Like a terrible
Earth Nexus, baby! It's the only deck that has space. Let's go.
No, I do think
it's the only deck that has room.
I do think there's a shot that it's like everyone plays it the first week, and then they're like, "This card sucks." Like, I'm not.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because what's going to happen is people are going to cut their good cards to play Hurricane, and they're going to Hurricane somebody for 3, and then they're just going to set back row again next turn. It's like, shit.
It's funny because, like, if everyone adapts to Hurricane by not setting 3, but everyone adapts to, like, Thunderbolt and Titanostrike and shit, cleaning up people who play around Hurricane, they'll set 2. And that's when Aviolith Sweep happens, baby.
Oh, a wind best deck. Yes.
That's what
it's finally happening.
The last card I played was ass. It was Spectaris, and I played 2 Owloon. This was bad.
Yeah, this card's terrible.
The concept was like, I know some asshole is gonna have like foamies, and I'm gonna have to deal with it. And I did get to spec 1 foamy, and I was like, I'm a genius. Other than that, I didn't touch it. I don't really know how to board, as you can see. I boarded in these 2 cards all day. That's it. I don't think I boarded. Right. I boarded these 2 and 1 to 3 copies of Thunderstorm and nothing else.
Would you believe that this was the first tournament me and Josh both have ever sided in every card from our extra deck at least once?
Oh my god. I didn't know there were 15 cards worth siding.
I know. The big standout was that our worst card was also Spectaris, where I sided it in once just so that I could say I sided it in.
Oh no!
I put it in against the heel stall, and I summoned it as a water Elestral.
Ooh,
and
that's
it beat
nice.
over an Arcolith, and that's all it did.
That heel deck, I am so sick of it. I'm glad it has not really taken. This is just spear math. Is boring. I don't think there's. It felt great. Thank you for putting the right number of spirits in the deck.
Yeah, I don't know. We put it together in like 5 minutes. Like 11 is like perfect. Like the Elestriad spirit counts is like actually just like the optimal spirit count. Like you'll never want more than 11 of any given color. So
it's so
like,
funny to call that
okay.
the Elestriad counts. But it is though.
Yeah, the Elestriad ratios. That's why I picked Solar. I was like, oh, look, Solar. I'm only playing 11 anyway. That's awesome.
But no, that was the deck. I'm trying to think. I did write down what I played. I'm trying to think if there was anything even remotely interesting that happened. There was so much Earth Nexus and so much Thunder Nexus too, especially like early on.
Yep.
I played that.
That's crazy because you're the only Thunder that I played the whole tournament.
That's crazy. Most of the people I played were like you all. I played Josh round 4. I played you round 6. Played Jess round 7.
Jess is the only person that beat you the whole tournament, right?
That's true, yeah. Jess is the only one that beat me the whole tournament. No, I played the Heelstall guy 5 and top 8, and then the other 3 were like Thunder Nexus, Earth Nexus, Rise from the Depths, Cryovern. That was fucking cool.
That's awesome. Any closing thoughts? Any closing statements?
So one thing that really impressed me playing against Jess twice was that she figured out how to beat the deck between our first match and our second match. It was just like she understood like prioritizing Galaxy, despite the fact that we now have outs to it, is like still really important against this deck. And like I would say probably is still what I would consider its biggest like weakness. But outside of that, it felt great. I liked cryoblasting things all day. Yeah,
Cryoblast, messed up card, dude. It's crazy that Earthquake is at 5.
Thank you, Mr. A Drive, Mr. Elestrals. All right, sub to Caster's Corner. Bye.